Once there was a group of little idiots who were playing and killing people, and we are that group of people who are killing people. We might die. It's Dungeons Dragons.
You're listening to 89.1 WPHS, the XL radio. This is DJs and Dragons, a fun story about the Beanie Boys who go around and are doing a terrible job at saving the world.
Wait, we're supposed to be saving the world?
Inadvertently, you guys are on your way to a village to track down a cube, which will hopefully give you all the answers as to what you're supposed to be doing in this campaign. So you guys are in the forest, and Malcolm's amulet that his father gave him started shining brightly, directing him somewhere, and you guys ran into a group of half-orc, half-demon creatures with bears for pants, which you thought you could sneak up behind and do this really cool idea that Malcolm came up with, where basically it is you get behind him and I push. But unfortunately, you failed. And they were alerted to your presence almost immediately. A fight broke out. Lots of cool stuff happened in the fight. Raymond got beat up a little bit, but at the end of the day, you got to shoot him with a gun, and then Reed disintegrated the other one. And
now we got to deal with Big Boy.
And Lilly got to get into this Mulah, got to do some Yoda jumps and kicks. It was cool. It was fun stuff. And then their boss showed up and yelled at you, and it was so loud that Malcolm and Randock are now stunned and deaf. A stunned creature is incapacitated, can't move, can't speak, only I wanted to say falteringly. You can only speak flattering things, Raymond. You can only say things that are nice. The creature automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws, and attack rolls against you have advantage. So that's what you're dealing with right now. Lilly and Reed were fine. There were 3 other people who did not roll, but need to now. Lilly, would you like to make a roll for Joseph?
Wait, what about my bull?
What am I rolling again?
For Joe.
You are wrong. Give me 1 second. Your bowl is fine, Malcolm. Your bowl is 60 feet away because it's back with the cart. Unless it's in battle. Is it in battle, Malcolm?
Yes.
Okay, roll for your bowl.
Because I just didn't use it.
Actually, it's for each creature within 60 feet of the gore. So yeah, Randock, if you want to roll for Magic Gary as well.
He got a 5.
Magic Gary got a 5.
And Joseph got a 4.
I was a 15.
15. And then Joseph got a 4. Joseph whimpers and falls to the floor, and blood begins to come out of his ear.
Oh
my.
I made him very angry.
Joseph is permanently deaf.
Oh, God.
What?
Who?
Equally, Twigtail and Oliver also appear, clutching their ears. Twigtail is also on the ground, and there's blood coming out of his ear as well.
Wait, did you just say Joseph died?
No,
Oh, no,
he's
you said
permanently
death, not death. I heard death, not death.
he's permanently deaf. Oh,
Yep,
he's permanent.
that's what I had on my.
He's become a new god of death.
What
I
did he
am
roll?
permanently death.
He's Grim Reaper.
So Joseph's on the ground, and he's dealing with that. He's also stunned. Magic Gary, did he get a 5 or a 6, Raymond?
Either.
This is important. Did you get a
Raymond.
5 or a 6?
I rolled a 5, but I don't know his modifier, so.
He's still polymorphed, so he's still in bull form.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. What's bull form's modifier, huh?
I would probably say Constitution. Well, you tell me, Malcolm. What's your bull's Constitution?
Well, remember I told I
It
said I
is
wanted a bigger bowl.
Right.
I said I wanted a bigger bowl.
So I'm looking at the sheet you gave me on the Google Drive, and it's that +2 next Constitution, which is 14.
Yes.
Is that the saving?
That's his
Because it's
modifier.
+2.
I don't have.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he got a Magicary is not permanently deaf, but he is deaf and stunned for a minute. The monster charges toward Reed,
Why isn't my phone
and
charging?
he's going to come at you with his horns.
Okay.
He hits you for 27 on attack against your AC.
Like 27 to hit?
Yeah, against your AC. This is not damage.
Yeah,
This is-
okay. Yeah, he does. He hit me.
God.
Unless I say no really hard. And he decides to listen.
Unless
just
you
say
say
no to
no with
you.
a natural 20.
Just stick to his hand. No.
You take 16 points of damage with that horn. And because he charged toward you, he's going to also gore you as a bonus action.
What'd that do?
And he succeeds in goring you at a 28 versus your AC.
He's got to stop
You
rolling.
take
that
an
high.
additional 31 points of damage,
Jeez.
Oh my. Okay.
and you are currently grappled.
Oh.
Wow, he has you in like the death lock at this point.
You could try to escape the grapple with a either an athletic or an acrobatic check. But you could do that on your turn. You could try and do that on your turn.
Can I try and do it right now? Would that count as a bonus action or action?
That counts as an action.
Okay.
So now he's got you. He has one more attack that he could do. Since he's in the area with all of you guys, he is going to breathe out noxious gas in a 30-foot cone. Everybody, please make a Constitution saving throw.
Man.
Malcolm and Randock, you are doing so with disadvantage. Joseph is also doing it with disadvantage. And anybody else who is currently paralyzed is doing it with disadvantage. But first, roll for yourselves. First, go ahead and tell me what you guys get.
It doesn't
23.
matter what I roll now.
Wow, 23.
I rolled a 1.
Oh, no.
Minus 1. So I got a
kidding
0.
me.
That one, it became a 0.
All right.
What
Well,
did you
I got
say,
my-
Malcolm? What did you get?
I have asthma now.
I
and
had a
die.
4. And then I realized, oh wow, it could literally get worse. And then I got a 1.
What am I? Am I rolling
So
Constitution?
that was me. Now I got to roll
We're
for.
rolling Constitution, yes.
Oh, if I fail with a +8 modifier, I'm disappointed.
How do you have a +8 modifier in Constitution?
I have a +7 in the Constitution and then the Robe of Stars.
Oh, yes, that's right. Holy cow.
So I got a
Okay.
22.
I got my roll for my characters.
So I think I'm okay.
Yes, you are okay.
Then Joseph got a 14.
Okay. Everybody who rolled higher than a 15
What?
is going to take 18 points of damage. Anybody who rolled lower than a 15 is going to take 37 points of damage.
Okay.
That's a lot of damage.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with acrobatics because it's giving me one more. I got a 21.
Yes,
Seem like
you,
I'm out of things, but luckily I have 11 sorcery points, and with that I can do some quick
Cookie.
accessing time to a bonus action. So basically, make what would be an action to cast a spell, and it turns it into yeah. So I'm gonna do that, and then how close is everyone in general? Because I'm just got grappled, correct? Well, I'm
Yeah.
just got out of the grapple. I assume I'm still in front of him. And how close is getting this Mulah to me?
Decently close, as far as I know.
yeah, they're all right next to each other.
Okay.
He charged toward you guys after you had defeated the monsters that it was coming after. Or the monsters that it was controlling.
Ooh, okay. So I was looking at my spells, and for a second I was like, oh no, I only spec'd into AoE, but I just remembered I also have lightning bolt, which is a 3rd level spell. So I'm gonna keep track. Do I need to roll for this? Okay, so lightning bolt, forming a line 100 feet long and 5 feet wide, blasts out from you in a direction you choose. So in front of me, in the direction like he's facing in front of me, but not so that it hits any of our allies.
Okay.
And each creature in the line must make a dex saving throw. So he needs to make a dex saving throw.
Okay. Now, he has advantage against saving throws, but he also has resistance against lightning.
Okay.
So what that means is that he's going to take half of the damage, regardless of whether or not he succeeded on that.
So does it matter if he succeeds or not?
It does not, because he has resistance against lightning.
Okay. I'm looking at the wrong spell. Okay, there it is. Creature takes 8d6 lightning damage. Failed save or half as much damage on a successful one. The lightning ignites flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried. So if I just hit any trees, they are now ablaze.
The forest is on fire.
Yeah, he
That's
might
what I
actually
like.
cause a forest fire.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll 8.
Do the timer until the flames reach you.
Oh no.
So I'm gonna roll 8d6. That's what it's asking, right? And I'll just give you half of that result. Of course. It's giving me 21, and so half of that. Do we want to go with 10 damage or 11 damage?
We could go with 11 damage.
Let's go with 11.
I'm feeling very generous right now.
I have
Okay.
a feeling that he has more than 30 health. Or probably more than triple digits.
Quadruple digits?
Okay. So here's
5.
the next kooky part about this. I still have 9 sorcery points left.
Just spam him.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start using a lot of quicken spells. So
Okay.
I'm gonna use quicken spell again. That brings me down to 7 sorcery points. I'm going to now cast blindness/deafness on this guy.
Okay.
You can blind or deafen a foe. Choose one creature that you can see within range to make a Constitution saving throw. If it fails, the target is either blinded or deafened. Your choice for the duration. At the end of each of its turns, the target can make a Constitution saving throw. On a success, the spell ends. At higher levels, yeah, you get it. The point.
Yeah.
So, and remind me one more time that the Constitution saving throws, does it have to beat my Constitution score itself?
I have to beat your spell save DC. Your
Okay.
spell save DC is based on your charisma, since you are
Got
a sorcerer. Unless you're using a wizard spell. If you're using a wizard spell, it's based on your intelligence. And I know that you have class in wizard as well, so that's why I bring that up.
Okay.
So
yeah,
I'm
so
making a
it's just gonna be
Constitution.
my spell save. Yep, con. Tell me what you
Okay.
get.
I got 15.
He beats it. He is dandy and fine. I still have sorcery points to burn through.
Since everybody's turn is only 6 seconds, these are 6 seconds of Reed just like rapid fire
He
spells at
basically
this
just
guy.
did like 6 seconds of like 13 fireworks in like a second.
This is more Dragon Ball Z of them just like shooting blasts at
Just-
each other.
I am a genius. Okay.
Yes.
So hear me out.
Okay.
I'm quicken spell obviously again. I have 5 left, so I can only use quicken spell 2 more times. And I'm going to cast magic missile, but at a 5th level spell.
Okay.
So that means 3 darts. A dart deals 1d4 plus 1 force damage. So that means it. Okay. Yep. The darts all at higher. So I will be throwing 7 glowing darts at this thing.
Oh wow.
And it's automatically taking 7 force damage because each one does plus 1 force damage.
Okay.
And it is a d4. So it's taking 25 force damage.
This would be intense if we could actually watch this.
You guys are what? Oh, you mean like?
Yeah, if we
I was like, Malcolm is watching this.
Malcolm, choose
no,
your
if,
ear
like,
eyes.
if real life versions of us could see this.
Okay. Now that I've done that, quicken spell again, and now I'm going to Dimension Door. So, Dimension Door, just to remind everyone, you teleport yourself from your current location to any other spot within range. You arrive at exactly the spot desired. It can be a place you can see, one you can visualize, or one you can describe by stating distance and direction, such as 200 feet straight downward or upward to the northwest at a 45-degree angle, 300 feet. You can bring along objects as long as their weight doesn't exceed what you can carry. You can also bring one willing creature of your size or smaller who is carrying gear up to its carrying capacity. The creature must be within 5 feet of you when you cast a spell. Speaking of which, is getting this Mulah within 5 feet of me.
If you want to move close to him, you could do that.
That also gives him an opportunity attack, correct?
Yes.
With my current state of life, I don't know if I can survive an opportunity attack. So I'm just going to say we ball, but at what cost? And Dimension Door out of there on my own. And I'm going to go 100 feet into... Wait, no, not 100 feet, but I want to get to the forest line.
Okay, you succeeded in doing so.
Okay. And then I'm
You're on
going...
and you see Magic Gary on the ground in his bull form, ears bleeding and in agony.
I'm then going to use my last available quicken spell.
Free Magic Gary?
Never.
No. And then so I can cast greater invisibility upon myself and kind of just chill right there and assess the rest of the situation. And that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. It is now Gidden the Mulah's turn.
It's time to hit things. I'm gonna stab it. Let me see. Let me see if I hit it. It's a modified 20.
Yes.
All right. Oh, that's pretty epic. 14 damage. No, wait. That's 13 damage. Okay, 13 damage for the first one. Time for attack 2. Does 16 hit?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Actually, before we go any further, what weapon are you using?
My Berserker Blade.
Is your Berserker Blade magical or a +1 in any way?
I think it's just a +1.
Okay, it is a +1? Yeah, I'll let that count as a magical weapon.
Okay. And then damage on this one is 8.
Okay, and you should have one more attack.
Let's go.
Holy crap.
And that one is 17. And then that's 11 damage.
The damages that the two of you did are obviously have gotten to him. He's looking kind of hurt. Malcolm, what does your bowl do?
It's down so it has to make a save.
Oh, you're right. You're absolutely right. I forgot it was down. Yes. Make a death save for your bowl.
It's a 3.
So it's got one fail.
Yep. And if it misses 2, it's dead.
Twigtail succeeded in his death save, but he's still looking badly hurt. Oliver also succeeded on his first death save. Make a death save for Joseph.
Oh god, you can't be making me do this for my boy.
You want me to do it?
I just did it. It's a 15.
Okay, so that's one success. And then I think that's everybody who's down. So now it is the monster's turn again. And the first thing the monster is going to do, seeing all these people who are down, is he's going to release another noxious breath. Everybody roll another Constitution saving throw.
Corey, aren't I far away enough to avoid the attack?
I got an 8.
Yep, it's a 30-foot cone, so you are far away.
18.
Okay. You succeed. And then what did Malcolm get?
I was so close. I got 14.
14?
I was
Okay.
one away.
So
And my
everyone below 15 takes 30 points of damage.
I'm dead.
Everybody
30?
above
Wait,
takes
you said 30
15
points of damage?
points of damage. 30 points of damage, correct. Everyone above takes 15 points of damage. Everyone who is unconscious and dying now automatically has one failed death save.
Dude,
So-
I can't like get up. My bull is like a dead man.
Yeah, your bull, everyone has one successful death save and one failed death save. Seeing that there's still the two of you is going to emit another roar.
Jeez, dude, this guy's a
Everyone who's already deaf or incapacitated, which is everybody except for Gidden this Mulah and Reed. So Gidden this Mulah and Reed are the only ones who are going to be making saving throws. So you're going to be making a Constitution saving throw right now against his roar that he does again.
if they fail, I think it's the end of us.
Corey, what if I told you I got a nat 20, but it turns it into a 28?
Wow, I'd say that you hear a little bit better than you did before.
Ah, I critically hear.
And knock some earwax loose. Get in this Mulah.
Actually helped you.
Rolled an 18.
18, excellent. So you guys are both fine still. And then he has one more attack, and he's just going to use his horns and try to swipe at Get in this Mulah with his horns. You rolled a 17. Does 17 beat your AC?
No.
Okay. So you are able to jump up and out of the way of the horn swipe.
Darn right.
Darn tootin'. Next it is Reed's turn.
Okay. Quick question. Do I see any centipedes, spiders, wasps, or scorpions nearby?
Roll a perception check.
Okay. Okay, so perception has a. I rolled the dirty 20.
So you find centipedes.
Okay,
Centipedes.
so I have the Staff of Swarming Insects. The staff has 10 charges and regains 1d6 plus 4 expended charges daily at dawn. If you spend the last charge, roll d20 on a 1. A swarm of insects consumes and destroys the staff, then disperses spells. While holding the staff, you can use an action to expend some of its charges to cast one of the following spells from it using your spell save DC. Giant Insect, which is 4 charges, or Insect Plague, which is 5 charges. And also another thing, Insect Cloud, but I'm not using that right now. One of the spell, I want to expend 4 of its charges to cast Giant Insect, which is, here it comes. You transform up to 10 centipedes, 3 spiders, 5 wasps, or 1 scorpion within range into giant versions of their natural forms for the duration.
That's
a centipede becomes a giant centipede, and so on. Each
So
creature
giants,
obeys your
the
verbal commands, and in combat, they act on your turn each round. The GM has the statistics for these creatures and resolves their actions and movement. A creature remains in its giant size for the duration until it drops to 0 hit points or until you use an action to dismiss the effect on it. The GM might allow you to choose different targets. For example, if you transform a bee, its giant version might have the same statistics as a giant wasp. So,
So giant centipedes are still small beasts.
yes.
Well, it's still, I'll say it's a little bit bigger. It's bigger than a centipede. So
So
go ahead and you make a giant centipede.
Can I make 10 of them?
You want to make 10 giant centipedes?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, cool. 10 giant centipedes.
He's
They're
coming in with a militia.
they don't have many hit points, which is fine. But I'm just gonna tell them to swarm the big dude and kill him.
Okay, let me add. How many giant centipedes? You said 10?
Yes.
Holy cow.
10 of them are
How am I
dead.
going to do this?
I mean,
Okay.
Usually swarm monsters, they all attack at once. Like, swarm of rats
Yeah.
are listed as one monster, so I would just do
Right.
that.
Right.
there are 10. There's 10 of them since they're small beast they have an AC of 13. Here's how many hit points they have. This is why I can summon 10. They have 4.
Right. Right.
Speed of 30, climb 30, sees blind sight 30 feet, passive perception 8, and its actions consist of bite.
Okay. Well, 10 of these things are going to come up and attempt to attack this monster. Whew, here we go. Got to roll some
How many
dice.
hit points do they have?
They only have 4. So 5 of the creatures miss. 5 of the creatures try again, they miss. 5 of them succeed in hitting them.
Mhm.
So it is 1d4 plus 2 piercing damage.
Mhm.
So let's see, 1d4. So they take him for 25 damage.
Can he make a 5 Constitution saving throws?
He does not need to because he is immune to poison.
Okay. Damn, that sucks because if he did, he is paralyzed while poisoned in this way.
So they bite at him and they kind of leave some marks, but it seems like they aren't doing as much damage as they normally would. And Reed, you suspect this has to do with the fact that he's a demon. He has resistance against normal piercing and biting damage against things that are non-magical. And even though you use magic on this creature, the giant centipede is still it's a non-magical entity.
Makes sense.
So he is still looking beat up, but they're not doing as much damage as you would have seen it do on something else.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna keep chilling where I am right now, and sort of just end my turn right now because I can't think of anything else to do.
It is Gidden this Mulah's turn.
I hit it. Let me
Yes.
see if I hit it. I think I hit it. That's in my crit range, actually. I'm 100% sure I hit it.
Yeah.
It's 18 for that one. Time for attack 2. Gonna say 19 hits.
Yes, 19 hits.
Okay. And then that one is 11 damage.
Okay.
Time for attack number 3. I'm just gonna assume that 26 hits.
Yep, 26 hits.
Now we're at 9 additional damage.
Okay, you almost got him. He's almost down. He's getting desperate.
He's bloodied.
He is very, very bloodied. To the point where he doesn't know if he's gonna make it out of this. So
I'm surprised,
has-
I'm surprised we have a chance of making it out of here.
he's going to release one more charge of this noxious gas that he does. So who is alive still? Malcolm,
I'm
are you
alive.
alive still?
I'm not dead. I got 42.
Okay, so you're Malcolm and Gidden the Mulah are going to make another Constitution save.
Okay, let's see.
All the
My saving
centipedes are
throw-
dead. They writhe underneath this noxious gas.
The centipedes did their job.
Rest in spaghetti, never forgetty.
One man holds the gun, the other 5 hold ammo. Hoorah.
But I think I might make it out this time. You said 15, right?
Malcolm, you're rolling with disadvantage. You are rolling a Constitution saving throw.
I rolled an 11, by the way.
Okay.
Well, I ended with an 11. I rolled a 5.
Malcolm, I'm assuming that means that you did not succeed in your Constitution saving throw.
You know, I had a 9.6, and now I got a freaking 8.
You see, what had
Okay.
happened was...
what happened was,
See what happened was
the two of you take 35 more points of poison damage.
How many?
35.
Oh, cool. That I think
I'm
I'm
dead.
I think I'm down
Raymond?
single digits now.
Yeah.
You automatically have one failed death save.
One failed death save.
All the NPCs. So Raymond, but I don't. I think I skipped over your turn in which you would have rolled to see if you succeeded on a death save. So can you make that roll for me?
Oh, show. Is it just a regular D20?
Yes.
Okay. 14.
14. Yep, that is a successful death save. So you have one fail and one
Woo!
success.
So if I get one more fail, do I die or?
No, you have to get 2 more fails and you die.
Hmm.
You have to get 3
Okay,
of either one.
Okay.
What's like the minimum of a successful
10. So
Okay.
he makes that breath. Kills all the centipedes by him. And now he is going to try to hit Gidden and Mulah again.
Wait, that last breath, did it hit my bowl? Because if it did, he's dead.
Yes. Malcolm, you see your brother take his final breath at the hands of the very same demon who was involved with the killing of the rest of your family.
Oh, they're taking more.
And 3 deaths, 3 fails?
His bowl did, yes.
Oh my god.
And I can't do anything. I really am paralyzed. All I can do is watch him die.
Yeah, paralyzed, unable to do anything. You are able to make very fleeting words. Is there anything that your character says when this happens?
I guess he's like very angrily just yells no.
So the demon then looks at you, Malcolm, in the eyes as he watches the bull die. It's almost as if he knows what he's already done, and he just smiles.
I look at him and I just give him the most like angry look on my face. Like I've never been more angrier than my life.
And now he is going to try to gore at getting this Mulah. So he's going to try to stick you with his horns.
Tell him not to. It's not
Never.
very nice.
Does a 24 hit?
Yes.
You take 13 points of damage. And you are grappled and restrained.
Oh no.
While he has you grappled with his horn, he's just going to punch you in the face. So he's going to roll with the damage.
Wait, when do you get disadvantage because you can't see him very well? He's like punching. He's like trying to punch at it. Like
I can't find him. I don't know where he is. I'm just holding him.
Yeah, so Malcolm, he's pinned down onto his horns. All he has to do is punch upwards.
Yeah, but he doesn't know. Like he can't see him because he's.
He's a bull. He has no object permanence.
No, hold on.
Hey, Malcolm.
I'm gonna get down on all fours and try and
he's
talk
like wearing. He's like wearing a hood. He can't like.
He just has to punch upwards.
Giant he is.
He knows where
And
it
it's like
is.
it's tiny.
What? I know he's
He's
tiny.
got-
He just has to punch upwards. Malcolm, he's going to try to punch
But
him.
I'm just saying when you get like disadvantage because you can't see him that well.
No, because he knows exactly where he is. Because he has him grappled. He has him grappled. Anyways. Okay. So he actually, the highest he got was a 16. So he does miss.
He couldn't see, I guess.
He missed.
Unfortunate.
Turns out he does not have upper object permanence.
Wow, who saw that coming?
Okay,
Me.
but you took the damage that you got, and now it is everybody's turn to roll a death roll in terms of the NPCs.
Ooh.
So first, I'm going to roll for
Oh wait,
Twigtail. Twigtail succeeds.
Damn right he does.
Oliver also succeeds. How about Joseph?
Joseph succeeds, got an 11.
Oh boy, that was close. Now back to Reed's turn.
Cause I'm cool.
You're-
Alright.
You ran away.
No, I'm cool.
He
Made
has been,
practical decisions.
even though he ran away, he's still been doing damage. So I think that, I don't think it's that cowardly. He's a
Oh, I'm
ranged
sorry,
fighter.
I'm paralyzed. I would be fighting, but
Can't use that. How? So, say on a scale of 1 to 10, Corey, how much he's looking like he's gonna die in like 2 seconds.
10 being what? Like when you say 1 to 10, what is 10?
Like 1 being like he's like, nah, I'm chill, bro. You can throw anything at me. To 10 being like basically already dead.
He's an 11.
All right, cool. Your resistance to lightning bolt won't matter. Wait. When I'm looking at him, are there any of my comrades within a 5-foot radius?
Get in, this Mulah is on top of him.
Okay.
currently impaled.
I'm a genius. Hold on.
Also, by the way, the flames are getting closer and closer to you guys. You think within
We're not
you
the force
think
on freaking fire.
within like
Oh wait, no, my bolt.
within
No.
seconds, the flames are going to be on top of you. And some decisions are going to have to be made.
Wait. Okay. Oh no, but they're down there. I have to take an automatic death save. Damn, that sucks. Anyways, so Corey,
Fireball.
me being the genius I am,
Yeah.
and I have an action. I'm not going to use my staff. I'm just going to cast magic missile at level 5 again. So he's already
Okay.
taking an automatic 7 points of damage. Does he die off of that?
Well, describe to me what he does, but describe to me this awesome thing that happens.
So he's there. Gidden's like, he's on top of him going Shadow the Colossus style on him. Going,
No, I wouldn't say that's. He's
yeah, no,
impaled.
that's kind of.
It's more of a shish kebab on top of his head.
oh, still, anyways. So from the tree line, just magic missiles ring out, and it just starts shooting holes through him, just boom, 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 like he's just getting lit up, and it's just one after another, and he just collapses with holes all over him, looking like Swiss cheese as he falls to the ground.
SpongeBob.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what happens. Getting this Mulah, you
Now
are
we have-
able to try to pull yourself off of him.
Okay, gonna do that. You said acrobatics or athletics, right?
Now we have to try to escape.
Modified 20.
Modified 20. Okay. You are surrounded by flames. And you have a paralyzed Goliath, a unconscious and dying Randock Heckler, a unconscious and dying Joseph, a unconscious and dying Twigtail, and an Oliver who gets up and he's doing okay.
Well,
And I
of course, the first thing I do is medicine check Joseph.
Don't forget, you also have potions of healing.
Okay, well, that's 15 on medicine, and if he doesn't wake up on that, I'll give him some potions.
Yes, he wakes up, but he is deaf. He cannot hear you, so he's looking kind of panicky.
Well, I give him a hug, and I try to tell him it's all right, but
Joseph sees the fire and teleports you both out of there.
okay, that sounds good. I'm not going back for any of them.
You're assuming that there's no like brush on the ground that I'm currently laying in that might be
I do
on
not
fire.
expect anything more from Lilly in that regard.
Oliver says, "Oh, let's get out of here."
To who?
Okay.
Man, what a perfect team we are. We all work out very- we all equally value our health.
Don't talk about all of us being equal, Malcolm.
I'm being very sarcastic. You left us to die. All right.
That's okay. That's okay.
My practical brother
Hey,
died.
Lily.
Actually,
We're about to die.
Lily.
I think
Run,
I got.
Forrest, run. Just go for it. Just run.
I think I go back for Randock because I know he has some of my money.
Oh. And then I'm left to suffer. With
Oh yeah,
all over.
we're not in combat anymore, right?
Yeah, but I'm paralyzed. What can I do?
Right, Corey?
I think
We're
it'd
out
be
of combat.
yes, you are out of combat right now.
I'm gonna go and grab Malcolm and carry him to safety.
I don't.
Is there anyone else we need to grab?
If he can grab my bull, then he'll grab my bull. But if my bull stays there, I'm not moving.
Dude, let that bull cook.
You aren't moving
No.
anyway, Malcolm.
Nope. I like try to like keep my like.
Malcolm, you can't
Can
move.
he resist
I
at all?
try to not move
It's
harder.
gonna be heavy.
Yeah. Yeah.
He could roll to resist. Yeah, absolutely. He has to roll with disadvantage.
Isn't he paralyzed?
He is paralyzed, but he's
Yeah,
more
roll when
stunned.
you're
He's not paralyzed. He's not
Yeah.
paralyzed. He's stunned. I'd say it's okay for him to go limp. I don't think that's I don't think I'm bending the rules too much there, right?
How is he standing up?
You guys are both standing up because you're stunned. It's like if you were in shock.
I'm not leaving
Gotcha.
without my at least the corpse of my bull to bury.
So roll for it. I want Reed to roll for strength, or unless
you guys
Reed
say
has
this?
another way to get him out of there. But Reed's going to roll for
Well, it doesn't
stun.
matter. like-
Reed's going to roll to try to get strength, and then Malcolm, you could roll to resist, but you have disadvantage. So both of you are going to make strength checks.
Does it matter when you hit a nat 1?
Did you make a hit nat 1?
Yep.
Okay, you automatically fail.
I am so lucky right now. I got a 5.
Okay.
Anyways, so
And as he's
am I
going to-
making the motion to like knock him out since he's resisting?
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah.
He'll die.
So
No,
I sort of-
I have 5 points of health. You can't
Just
do
hit
5
him
points
on
of
the head.
health.
yeah, I give him a little
Yeah.
bonk on his head to knock him out.
Okay.
Because
Non-lethal damage.
for
The last thing I see
Does he
before I
take
go
damage
is
or no?
the corpse of my bull just sitting there in the field.
Normally yes, but he already rolled a 1, and this counts as non-lethal damage. So I would say he takes 5 points of non-lethal damage, and you're able to knock him out.
Okay, so he's knocked out, and I just kind of I don't know how much does he weigh again?
Let me 330.
Oh
Corey,
my
can I
god.
speak?
I am dragging you.
Hold on 1 second. Raymond, are you asking if Raymond can speak or if Randock can speak?
Randock.
Randock is unconscious and dying.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot.
But
So-
Lilly says that Lily's coming back for you.
Woo!
I am currently dragging. Ooh, can I so the fire, it is encroaching on Randock right now, correct?
Yeah, it's encroaching on all of you guys. In fact,
So-
it'd be really difficult to make it back to the area that you're in without getting some sort of fire damage.
Idea. Can I cast Ray of Frost on the surrounding areas to sort of like fight the fire back?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to do that.
That's a good idea.
No one needs to burn for now.
Thank God.
Anyways, so I'm
I
going to
never
do
thought
that
I'd hear Reed say that.
for now.
Well, maybe
Next
you're-
episode. Next
Can
episode,
somebody-
Reed says everybody needs to burn.
I said that in the one village where everyone was getting controlled. I was like, can we just burn them all? Plan
You
Z.
mean Plan Z?
This is reverse Plan Z. This is the opposite of Plan Z.
It's like Plan
Yeah,
A.
so I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost and start shooting on the other areas and like fight back the fire so it's not like burning everyone. So I do that, but I've already knocked him out. So it's like a subsequent action afterwards.
Mhm.
after realizing I could have just done that instead. So I'm fighting back the fire with the Ray of Frost. How much additional time did we gain, or can the fire no longer advance on our position?
I'd say you because you cast Ray of Frost and you're about 60 feet away from the area, you wouldn't have been able to get back without being burned before, but because you cast Ray of Frost on the trees leading to the road, you succeed.
Okay.
Lilly and Tyler, what are you guys doing with these unconscious bodies? You're just bringing them back to the road, or are you going back looting the body, or no?
Which are you talking about? The bowl?
No, I'm talking about the demon.
I'm gonna go
have-
back and stab it a few more times just for what it did to Joseph.
I have
If you do, you'll receive some fire damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast prestidigitation upon myself first.
Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
That's the first time I've ever tried
Prestige.
pronouncing it. So
Prestidigitation.
Prestigiation.
Create one of the. Wait.
Prostate
Oh, I'm thinking
cancer.
of a different spell, aren't I?
Pasta deliation.
I was thinking of a different one. So never mind.
You create a
Um,
bowl of noodles in a 10-foot square.
What I can do though is, how far away is the demon's body?
It is, well, it depends on how far away you started dragging Malcolm. Because it was goring, I would say it's very close. I'd say it's within 10 feet.
Okay. I'm just to try and reduce the amount of damage, I'm going to, because I've brought Malcolm to the road, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So I'm gonna Misty Step to the demon's body and loot it.
Okay.
Um,
In there, you are going to take, if you went and you drug Malcolm all the way back, you are going to take some fire damage.
okay.
I know you're resistant to fire damage.
Yeah.
So it's not going to hurt you too badly. But
No.
let's see what it does. So you'll take half of this.
Oh, you're a red dragon, right?
You're going to take 5 points of fire damage.
5. Okay. Give me a hot second.
Wait, Tyler, what
Literally a
color
hot
Dragonborn are
second.
you?
Okay. So what do I find on the demon's body?
You find a map.
Okay. I take that before that burns.
Okay.
For sure. Anything else, or is that it?
You find some, just some things that don't really make a whole lot of sense. He's wearing demon attire, so like everything on him seems kind of otherworldly. But there doesn't seem to be anything else of like particular value there. The chains that he had shattered when you killed those 2 monsters.
Okay. Yep, so I'm just gonna cast my last spell slot for my level 2 and just Misty Step back to the road.
Okay. So you guys are all on the road, but you're not fully safe yet. Your
Mhm.
fire is still raging, and you feel like you probably need to get out of this area before it comes to you.
Gonna save the bowl, huh?
Can't do much.
The flames get on the bowl. The bowl's on fire in the forest.
Oh, someone's gonna get hit.
So, assessing the situation right now, the fire is still spreading and encroaching upon our position, right?
Yes,
How big is this fire?
it's very big.
Okay.
Try to rephrase the question.
The man who started the fire.
How many foot? Like, give me a rough estimate, radius foot wise, how big it is? Can I determine
How many
that all?
bears?
How many bears?
Yeah, that's our
Gosh.
unit of measurement. Easy.
I don't know. At least 60 feet radius.
Okay.
Reed started the fire.
I did.
Nothing was
Reed, I'm-
burning until he said, "Let's burn it."
So did I see Reed like start the fire when he like did his attacks earlier?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I know.
But it wasn't the fire that killed the bull. So I mean,
I know, but it's gonna burn the body, and I like if He died. I need
Yeah,
something to bury.
Where are the ashes? Come back for the ashes.
Is there any cliffs? Cliffs or like anything that can like separate us from this fire to keep us safe from it?
Any cliffs?
Are we in a forest? Or are we like?
Yeah. There's a cliff. But it's pretty high up. Pretty high cliff.
Who is unconscious as of right now?
Me.
Oh boy, who's unconscious? Well, you're not unconscious, Malcolm. You are stunned.
Oh no.
Um,
Oh no,
every-
I'm unconscious.
I knocked him
He
out.
knocked me out.
Yeah, you're right. He is unconscious.
Okay.
He's unconscious. Randock is unconscious. I think it's just those two because Gidden, this Mulah, saved Joseph, and
Twigtail?
Twigtail was lost in the fire.
Wait, what?
Damn. That's
So we lost our good spirit. Now we're just stuck with the evil one.
Oh well.
Great guys.
Can't
Now
win 'em
our
all.
only good spirit is dead.
Damn.
And it's like a Game of Thrones episode. Everyone's about to die.
How high up is the cliff?
80 feet.
Okay.
A little bit taller than the fire.
Gidden, we have to get both Randock and is your name Malcolm in the game?
Yeah. it's
Okay,
just spelled
we need to
different.
get Randock and Malcolm up that cliff and anything else we can to get away from this fire.
Okay.
So we need to carry them up there somehow. some way.
Okie doke.
Fine.
Well-
Reminder: Malcolm weighs 300
Yeah.
pounds.
I have a plan for
I'm
that.
330.
I'm just gonna,
pretty heavy.
because of Dimension Door, I'm just gonna hold and Dimension Door him up there.
Magic Gary.
Oh,
I was just gonna drag him. I'm
I
definitely
think he
strong
wants
enough.
to die at this point, so might as well just let him.
I mean, guys, you know you could just revive me and I could just like teleport us out of here.
No, you'd probably teleport yourself out of there, Raymond.
I literally can just cast like Liamon's tiny hut and we'll be fine.
Well, they
I
don't
don't
know that because you didn't tell anyone.
But nobody.
Yeah,
did.
hold on.
Just
You're
die.
unconscious. Hey, Raymond and Malcolm, you guys need to stop talking.
Well,
You're
no, I just want
unconscious.
to let Raymond know he never told us about the portal.
You watched me teleport. You guys watched me teleport. What do you mean? I didn't think I had to spell it out for you.
You watched him teleport multiple times. In fact, he blew up the side of a restaurant during his teleportation once.
perhaps.
Really?
Anyways, back to Malcolm, or back to Reed and get in this Mulah.
So I'm going to wait. So who are you choosing to carry up there, Gidden?
I was just gonna grab Malcolm.
Okay, and then
Let's
he's-
also not forget my spells that put out fires. Like
Hey, you're
And then-
unconscious.
So he's grabbing Malcolm, and I'm just gonna grab Randock, and we're gonna like try and take whoever is, and we're all just gonna try and go up to the cliff and escape the fire.
Okay. What about Magic Gary?
He had a good run, didn't he?
Is Magic Gary unconscious?
Magic Gary is stunned.
I like how nobody thought, hey, well, there's a metal cart, right? Like a metal cart with a bull pulling it.
You're unconscious, dude. Stop.
Yeah,
I know
nobody
you could say it afterwards. You can say it when you're conscious. It'll be really funny.
Whatever.
Where is
Yeah,
Magic
weird.
Gary?
He's tied to the cart.
He had a good run, didn't he?
Is the cart on fire right now?
Not
No,
yet.
it's made of metal. It's made of metal.
Hey, Gidden, you want to pull the cart instead and just throw the bodies in? All right, cool. Road
Okay, so
trip.
you throw all the bodies into the cart, and then are you still doing something with this cliff
Gidden,
here,
do you think
or
it'd
are
be better the run or cliff? We'll just all stand in it, and me and Gidden will generate so much upward force by pulling on it, we'll fly.
Yeah, it's a vertical cliff, so it'd be very difficult. You could try to make your way up the cliff though, like just through the road. You could, instead of climbing at the cliff, you could just kind of like, you get what I'm trying to say? Try to make your way toward that direction.
Mhm.
Question.
Like around. Yeah.
How is this forest fire spread throughout the entire forest in less than a minute? Like, can't we just go in a straight line and be away from it now? Just go down the
You
road?
could. Yeah, you could.
Just go down the road.
Take you unconscious, buddy.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, if we, like, look around and we're like, okay, here's a forest fire. And hey, look over there. There's not a forest fire there. Like, why are we climbing a cliff?
Because it's dramatic.
Rock climbing isn't a forest fire activity.
Because it's dramatic.
My dad was in a forest fire once. He was canoeing.
Okay, Raymond.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
Sleep.
You guys going up the? Okay, you go up the cliff. You start heading up the cliff, not vertically, but around the cliff, and you finally get to a spot where things seem pretty safe.
Okay.
And you also notice that Malcolm's amulet is glowing even brighter here than it was where you guys were having your battle. It seems to be like going crazy, just like glowing and throbbing with brightness.
Okay. Malcolm's axe out. Right
Yeah, and
now.
it's also the ruins on it are also.
Am I able to read the celestial writing upon his axe?
Yeah. Yeah.
What
actually,
does it say?
it's actually a mix of celestial and abyssal.
So I'm able
And
to
it just says the mighty axe of the bull god.
that is
It doesn't right out say Bolmir, but it is just referring to a celestial being, the first of the Minotaurs, the
so all
Almighty.
I can read upon it is that it is Bolmir's, right?
It doesn't say Bolmir on it, but yeah.
Okay. So we're at this. So his amulet's going. So is it like
Having
as
a
the
nervous
the
reaction.
closer we're getting to this cliff, is it the more it's going all wonky and crazy?
Yes.
Are we right next to the cliff right now?
Yeah, I'd say if that's where you want to be, then yes.
Okay.
You get there without any further interruptions by demonic forces.
Gidden, can
Yep.
you lift Malcolm straight up into the air for me?
Yeah, I'll try. And just a normal strength check. 14.
Does that succeed, Corey?
A 14 to lift a cart with
Just
Oh,
Malcolm.
No,
three
just
different bodies.
Malcolm.
Oh, just Malcolm. Just Malcolm with a weight of 300. Oh no, I don't. I really want to say yes, but he weighs 330 pounds.
Is
You're able to
Gary
lift him a
helping?
little bit.
Magic Gary's pulling the cart too, remember?
Yeah, but he said he's only raising Malcolm.
Or wait, no, Magic Gary's unconscious.
Magic Gary's stunned.
Yeah, well, same difference.
He's conscious, like he's aware of what's happening.
So he's
But,
able to. So is he even able to lift them up even a little bit, right?
Well, he said he was just lifting him, but with a 14, no. Unfortunately, that's not going to be enough to lift a 300-pound Goliath.
Okay.
He's able to lift him up a little bit, but not like you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like he's able to slightly pick him up, but he's not able to like bench press him
Yeah.
up into the air.
Do deadlifts my body.
You want to assist him?
Yes, I will assist him.
Okay, get in, make another roll. So this is going to be with advantage.
Oh, this
the
time
magic.
it's a nat 20.
And you
the
absolutely
1,
do.
2,
With
3.
together, you lift him up into the air. I don't know where you're going with this, but I'm curious to find out. So you lift him up into the air, and
Does his amulet get even wonkier?
it doesn't seem to get wonkier the higher into the area is. You're on the cliff, and it's just kind of like going wonky where you are in your vicinity.
I'm going to
But
make
it also doesn't seem like it could get any wonkier almost.
I'm going to assume I'm going to have to make a perception check, but am I able to notice any ruins of any sort? Like,
Hey, go ahead and make a perception check.
okay, I got a 21.
Oh wow! You see through the trees of this cliff that you're on, you see another light that matches the color of Malcolm's light, and it is pulsing, almost like you don't see where like
It's
you don't see the
bright
source.
green.
You see something
Mhm.
pulsing through the trees.
In a general direction.
Correct.
Why aren't you just
And
like,
By the way, can the color be green?
yeah, it is green. It's canonically green.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Why,
that's
uh,
like the colors.
why don't you
Go
guys
ahead,
like,
Raymond.
revive us and then do all this?
Right? This is like very like in the moment, like very
Like,
fast paced.
well, I'm just saying, like, Tyler
It's
gave
okay.
each and every one of us a potion of healing
This is correct.
as a gift,
We never.
and he knows we have them.
I just realized.
just
we
make us
never
butt
once
chug it.
bothered to use any of those potions of healing.
I
know.
couldn't
us-
use them.
make us-
It was hilarious.
Oh.
Just literally
Oh, man.
stick it in my butthole,
To be
I'll
fair-
butt chug it, and I'll come awake.
No, to be fair, me and Raymond couldn't have used them earlier because we were paralyzed.
Right.
Are paralyzed, still are, and dead.
Yeah, so we
Dead
can't
and
use them.
paralyzed.
We would have
Okay.
to be.
Like, you gave me
Anyways,
that.
I look at Gidden, and I go, Gidden, we go that way. And I point in the general direction of the pulsing light.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. We go closer to the light. Anything happen?
Just to confirm, you're not healing these two. You're
Not
just
yet.
Going,
Not yet. I'm going off my character.
okay. Oliver's on board with this.
Okay.
Of course, he's the bad spirit.
Yeah.
A lot.
He
Like, how is
takes
he awake? How can he talk?
Oliver.
Yeah, wasn't he unconscious?
Raymond,
Or
Uh,
incapacitated?
No, he just made a bunch of con saving throws. He's
You know
just
what?
yeah, he succeeded.
he fell down. He got knocked out, and he went to 0. And then he succeeded on his death saves, and one of them was a 20. So he
What?
is. What's that?
When am I going to make another one of those?
I
We're not
shouldn't be
combat.
making you make them. I mean, you have 2 fails and
I
one
have
success, right?
I have
Or
one
is it one
fail and
film?
one success.
Okay. Do you want to make
I
one?
said I had, sure. I said I had 2
Okay, go
fails,
ahead.
and you said it was fine.
Go ahead and make one.
Nat 1.
Okay. You die.
Okay.
Wait, did he just die?
Oh,
Raymond, did your
man.
character just straight up die? Wait, Corey, let me be straight. He just died.
Randock stops breathing for a second. What do you do?
Chug,
I
potion right now.
I pour a potion of healing down his throat. I just go.
You just shove it in his throat.
I open it up and I just pour it down his throat. Anything happen?
You have a flashback
I do.
as you hold his unconscious body.
Yeah, I'm glad I was helpful.
Hold on
That's the
one
most
second.
I've done this entire game.
You see the Asmar woman. Only
Mhm.
this time, you do not see her in the first person like you're used to. This time, you are seeing her in the third person. And you see her through rusted metal bars of a wooden oak door. You see a flash, and it kind of looks like a portal as her and who you recognize now as her brother are thrown through this portal into this dark dungeon room in front of you. She lets loose a sigh of relief and she hugs her brother tightly. He hugs her back. We made it, she says. We're home. You see her pull the book that she's been recording all the layers of the abyss on from her pocket. And as she pulls the book out, her brother throws her to the ground. And she shouts, "What are you doing?" And his body twists and bends until he's no longer the one standing there. So it's not the brother anymore. Instead, you see your mentor, Reed. You see the person who you recognize as being your mentor. And she shouts, she says, "Who are you?" She has no idea who this person is. And he ignores her. And he steps forward with his dagger in hand. And grabs the book from her and has it in the other hand. And she panics. She grabs her wand, she fires at the book, and it causes the pages of the book to burst from it and fly out of the room. And he's furious. He grabs her by the arm and he throws open the door that you are watching behind. You crouch down so you're not seen. And she starts pounding on the door, manning to be let out. But your mentor is holding the door closed behind him. She stops as she senses somebody in the room with her. She slowly turns around and you jump at her and she screams. Everything goes black. And that's the end of the flashback. You are back in the forest holding Randock and pouring the potion down his throat.
Okay. Does he come back, or is he just...
You don't know if it has worked or not.
So it's more of a time of wait and see?
I'm telling you, I'll butt chug it.
So, is Malcolm stabilized at this point?
Malcolm is unconscious, but it was non-fatal damage. So he's just sleeping.
Okay.
But I'm I'm at 5 HP, so I'm near death.
Okay, so with the pulsing light part, are we... am I noticing any other details as we're heading towards this light?
As you continue, your amulet continues to glow brighter, and you notice what you assume the monsters were looking for. There is a large temple-like structure buried in overgrown plants. On top of it is a symbol of Bomir. The symbol has a gem in the middle of it, similar to the one that Malcolm's father's amulet has. It seems to be reacting to the amulet. Now that the two gems are by each other, the stone door to this structure slides open.
Okay.
I
I'm
didn't know I
going
was
to
VIP.
grab his character and shake him back and forth and attempt to wake him up.
Malcolm's about to be the only person who gets their lives saved and goes, "How dare you?" That is so messed up.
And Raymond, you are completely right.
Okay, Malcolm wakes up.
Okay, so I shout at Malcolm and I point at the temple and I go, "What this?"
I don't look at the temple. I look at him very angrily because he was the one who knocked me out. I just kind of because I don't know what's going on. He just woke me up. And the last thing I saw was him pulling away from my dead bull, which was being enveloped by flames. So I'm just...
Can they smell the barbecue?
I grab his amulet and sort of shove it in his face and pointing back and forth between the temple and this. What's this?
Okay.
That's
I'm not going to do anything stupid. So I look towards the temple. And do I remember it at all? Have I seen this temple?
You have not seen it before, but you recognize the symbols.
Does it look like the temple that was at my original village?
Yes.
Or is it different?
It looks similar. And Reed, there's something very familiar about it.
I look at Reed and I tell him, that's the Temple of Bolmir. It's like an old temple from the looks of it.
Well, your amulet's doing a little flashy flash to that little flashy flash thing. Explain that.
Well, I haven't gotten much into detail, I guess, because I do see the gem, right?
Yes.
Okay. I do, and I look at it, I say, well, it's probably reacting because there's something very much mystical and probably rare, so we should probably go into the building right now because whatever is happening, we probably don't want to miss it. And then I kind of get up, and then I look, I say, all right, where's my bowl?
Dude, can you not smell the barbecue?
You watched your bowl die also. You saw the monster kill it.
Well, no, I'm like in denial at this point.
Okay. So you're wondering where the body...
So I asked...
Am I going to have to roll deception or persuasion here, Corey?
Well, it depends on what... Are you trying to deceive or persuade?
I'm going to... Actually, no, I don't know, because I want to tell him that I So what I say to him is that we couldn't do anything to save his body.
Persuasion.
Okay.
And if you
Because
fail,
if you were to have tried, you all could have potentially died.
I rolled
I'm
a
gonna be-
21.
I'm gonna be very.
I don't normally allow these things, but I don't normally allow charisma type rolls.
Well,
but that is
you
he
usually
says,
don't only allow persuasion because, like, you'll let us deceive other players.
right, absolutely. So I'll and it's really the same as here. So even though you could take that in mind, Malcolm, that Reed is being very persuasive, he seems very sincere, but how you react, I'm going to allow to decide for yourself.
Well, because I'm gonna try to like go with the roll since it was very high. I'm not gonna like throw a punch at him, but I'm just gonna kind of like go silent for a second and then do like a short, like in extreme anger, just do like a short burst of a rage.
Extreme.
And then just go silent, and then just walk like pissed off, like walk into the building, into the temple.
Okay.
Corey, you haven't
That's
answered my
like-
question yet.
What was your question, Raymond?
Does it smell like barbecue?
It smells like barbecue, but it's barbecue from all the woodland
Burnt
creatures.
hair.
All the woodland creatures in the forest.
Great.
Oh
Great.
my god, how many?
Reed,
I just committed a mass genocide.
Reed,
You
you
did like an
epic.
accidental. You did like an accidental plan Z.
Reed, I just realized a couple things. One, your giant centipedes could have helped you. They could probably climb walls. Two, you made every druid in this forest very angry.
Good thing there's no druids in the party. Not my problem. They don't know I did it yet.
Dude, we're in the boonies.
I don't know what I did yet.
Okay, so what are we doing now? You guys are exploring the temple, I'm assuming.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I'm gonna try to.
Am I
'cause
dead?
Wait.
We'll get back to you in a second, Raymond.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to find because if I know how this temple is like in a certain way laid out, I'm just gonna go to the nearest shrine and just start praying for my Bolmir's soul to reach.
Well, as you enter this temple, the inside of this temple looks different than the one that you have at home.
Well, do I have like a kind of like a rough layout on like?
Well, let me finish. I'll explain to you the layout.
Okay.
You enter this mausoleum, and it's crumbling apart. And you have to step very carefully over the rubble. And it seems to have been abandoned for centuries. It is empty except for a large stone door that has been thrown to the ground. And there is no light past the doorway. But you do see unlit torches and stairs that go down. So there's unlit torches. It's completely dark. All players who have dark vision can see. Anybody who does not have dark vision, which includes Reed, because Dragonborns don't have dark vision, cannot see. But there is unlit torches. So I'll let you guys decide what you do.
I don't have dark vision, so I'm just gonna light a torch, and then as I like walk down, I'm just gonna just light them.
I'm gonna be
So
the
that-
cool guy. I'm gonna cast light upon my finger. I'll be like, bam, light source.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to
So-
light the stairway.
These stairs lead you into another dark room. Same sort of thing. The dark vision, you see more unlit torches. And you see some traps. But all these traps appear to have been set already. And
Set off or like
set off. It's hard to
Okay.
tell how long ago they were set off, but it couldn't have been more than probably less than 5 years ago, maybe 10 years ago. You also see on the walls there are various drawings that you look at, and you could tell pretty easily that these drawings are telling a story. The
Ooh,
first
wait,
drawing,
will this be like written down in the future from like
I could write it
our
down, yes.
Google Drive? Okay, because I'm this is very important to my character, so I want to like write it down in like a notebook my character has, like
Correct.
something like that.
The first drawing is of a large minotaur with a line split down the middle. One of these halves looks holy, while the other half looks demonic. You see more of these drawings of these two deities, and it looks like they're going to war. Behind them, they have their own legions of minotaur armies. There are also paintings of 3 items. The first of which appears to be the Axe of Bolmir that Malcolm carries. And Reed, you will also remember that this is the same axe that Barthur carried in the future.
Okay.
The other items you see are a belt and a gauntlet, all with the same markings as the axe. When I say the same markings, you know that these markings are of celestial and abyssal.
So I'm able to make out parts.
The celestial part.
I'm
Gidden, this
also looking at
Mulah
this, right?
is able to make out the abyssal part. The final painting is of several worshippers of Bolmir performing some sort of ritual, resulting in the evil Minotaur being trapped in a ring. At the end of the hall, you see another doorway with the door open.
I walk through it.
Okay. As you guys walk through it,
Wait. Can I do a perception, like a check to make sure there's nothing like any traps?
go right ahead.
It's not lit, right? So it's like a dark room.
Uh-huh.
There we go. Perception, right?
Perception.
Perception. Then it's a 23.
23. Okay. Yep.
One of my
You
best
see,
rolls
you
so
do see
far.
traps, but they are all set.
Okay. So I walk into the room.
As you walk in through the room, does anybody else walk into the room?
I will,
I
but
ask Reed
like by the door ish.
Well,
Okay.
no. Can I? So do I know that Reed and Gidden can read Abyssal? And
I don't know if they ever told you.
I don't think I haven't told anyone that I was able to read Celestial, as
okay,
I'm
so
going to say from my memory that the first time I was able to pick up on being able to read anything was moments ago recently when I looked at his axe.
oh yeah, I forgot he actually read something. Oh, okay. Do I know
Mhm.
if Gidden can read Abyssal?
There have been times when I've read Abyssal, but I don't know if that'd be something your character would have remembered.
Okay, so I guess I'm going. If no one, I guess I'm just gonna like hold my hand out at the group and just be like, wait here for a second, and I'm just gonna walk into the room alone.
Okay.
So I want them to like wait outside for a second and like assess.
As you guys walk in, I'm
first.
going to cut to Raymond. So Randock,
Yeah.
you
That I win the
wake
game.
up in a sense, but not in where you were. It's completely dark, and when you look around, you see is almost like an office. But there are portraits of people being tortured, and
Oh,
chains all over the place, and you
Look,
hear
this is
screaming
my
from
dad's
beyond.
house.
Welcome to Purgatory.
wait, is he in purgatory?
At the
What do I
desk,
hear?
you see Oliver. Oliver looks at you, and he's kind of like hesitant, like he's in a rush. He says, "Listen, I could only do this one time. I could bring you back, but I need you to sign here."
It's like a terms of service. He's not gonna read
You
it. He's
said,
just gonna
what
sign
did
it.
you say I hear?
Screams from beyond the door.
Basically, just
I look
think
at
of like
him,
an office.
I look at him, I say, 1 second, and I open the door.
Just sees like flames of hell just rising.
You see bats with human heads on them. You see people falling from the sky. You see mountains. You see like swarms of goopity goop people just kind of like squirming around in pain. And you
Just think of
see
hell.
I
it's
ask
hell.
him,
It looks like hell.
Yeah.
I
You
ask
were
him
in a
where
layer
I
of
can
hell.
get some of that.
He says, "Well, you could sign here and you could have it now, or you could sign here and have it later.
What happened to my son?
You get to stay here eventually."
So, am I coming back to life?
You want to come back to life? I can only bring you back to life once.
I mean,
I can't bring the others back to life. They've already sold me their souls.
Hashtag life
oh,
hack.
Dude, this is great. I high five him and I sign it.
Okay. It's a pleasure doing business with you. This is going to be the last you're going to see of me this way for a while.
Wait, so he
Um,
just sold his soul
I
to
high
But
five
hey.
him again.
But hey, I'll see you soon.
I check his desk.
Before you check his desk, you're back in your own body. Maybe you'll have an opportunity later.
Dang it!
One thing you did see, though, is
How could he bring me back to life but not fight that thing?
not fight that thing because he's an imp. He has the ability to write contracts with
Oh.
people.
I get it. You said he was a wimp.
Imp, IMP.
Wimp. Got it. WIMP.
And he is kind of a wimp. Yeah, imps
Exactly.
are not that strong, not strong enough to fight that thing. And he was also
That's why they
stunned.
make deals.
He's just a cool dude that makes business deals.
You start breathing, but you're not awake yet.
Oh.
You're just in
Magic
a-
Gary, Magic Gary is awake though. Magic Gary is no longer stunned, and he's also no longer a bull. Gidden, you see a Randock start to breathe, and then you see Magic Gary come towards his body with a knife. What do you do?
Oh God, you're having me deal with this? Well, of course I spin kick Magic Gary.
Magic Gary gets spin kicked,
You hear me?
and he just backs away.
Am I muted?
You weren't
No,
muted.
I can
was
hear
just
you.
talking.
Muted.
Okay. I said, woo!
Yeah.
Okay, so back to Reed and Malcolm.
Okay.
Um,
I'm in the room. Reed is outside the door.
no, Reed's looking into the room.
Oh wait, now
He's just by the
yeah.
door.
Yeah, I'm just by
It's
the
like-
door.
Okay, so Reed, you look and you guys see this large chest. Now, Reed, you remember why this place looks familiar to you now. And you remember a very, very long time ago, back to when you were a child, probably no older than the age of maybe like 5.
Mhm.
You were venturing to an allied Dragonborn kingdom with your father, and the carriage stopped. And as he has done many times before, he let you and your brother and your sister hunt for food. So he let you guys go on your own to look for food. And eventually you came upon this temple in the middle of the jungle. It was covered in vines and plant life, and ancient engravings covered it. And you saw the symbol of Bolmir. And your brother sees this gem, and then he starts ruffling inside of his bag. And out of it, he pulls out a wooden toy bowl. And this wooden toy bowl has a small green gem in the center of its head. And when your brother lifts the toy toward the obelisk of the temple, both gems glow really brightly, and the door opens up. And the three of you go into the temple. And you encounter these traps, and with your brother's, and your sister's help, you're able to get past most of these traps until you find the area with a chained box, the same chest that you're looking at now. On the lock itself, instead of a keyhole, there's another gem. And again, your brother pulls out the toy ball, and it triggers the gem to unlock the chains. Your brother opens up the box, and inside there is a ring with a black marble resting on top of it. Your brother puts the ring on, and then he grows very, very silent. It seems like the wind leaves the room, and you hear whispers. And he just stands still and unresponsive for what seems like an hour, until you and your sister run out of the temple to go find help. And when you reach the clearing where your father is, before you could explain what happens, your brother comes out of the jungle, or out of the forest of this cliff. And he says, I'm sorry to scare you guys. We just got a little lost. And because you guys didn't want to get into trouble, you guys did not tell your father about what happened, and you never spoke of it again. Back to present times, you're in front of that same box.
And I'm opening it. Or is it already open?
You open it and it is empty.
Well, this was. Why is this temple here if there is no shrine? It's just a.
I call out to Malcolm and I say, do you see anything?
As I close it, I say, just empty. Why? Is there something in here you're expecting to find?
A ring of some sorts. It appeared to have a black marble on top of it.
Nope. Just some cobwebs. Is there?
We're gonna
I
have
look around the
to.
room. Is there anything else in this room, or is it just the chest?
It's just the chest.
Okay.
The chest is made out of wood, correct?
Correct.
Is it like engraved, or is it just a normal wooden chest?
It's got the same symbols of Bolmir and no abyssal. But
So it's got celestial writing on it.
the celestial writing appears to be a warning of some kind, but it's so old that you can't really make it out.
Not even
I was going to ask if Reed could read
No,
that, but
it's
I
very
don't know
old,
if
and
he can't read. So I don't know if he can read, so I just ignore that fact. I walk out of the room, and I just still kind of sad, depressed.
Is Alexa with us?
yes,
I ask Alexa if it is able to read this.
the issue isn't that like you can't read it. The issue is that the box is so old that a lot of the
Really?
words can't really be made out. But it seems like some sort of a
Oh.
warning about a great evil that's hidden inside, and how the box, what's inside of it, should never be brought out. Basically, the box needs to remain closed at all costs.
Malcolm, are you still here with me?
Yeah, I just walked out of the room because there was nothing else.
I'm gonna call out to you and ask you to start walking around the room to see if anything else happens.
Okay. Should I pull out my axe? Because apparently that's what was glowing as well.
You trip
did I ever
over
notice-
a body, a skeleton of a minotaur with robes that you recognize as a Bolmir worshiper, priest of some sort.
I call out to Tyler, I'm like, you might want to see this.
I walk over and I take notice of it. Do I recognize it at all?
It's a skeleton body.
Okay, so we're going to exit the temple.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you
Hey.
do,
What if you
Yes.
put Malcolm's bowl in the temple? Will it come back to life?
well, his
It's
bowl
too
is
late for
ashes.
Yeah, and it doesn't even have okay, shut up. And it doesn't even have a shrine to pray
Okay.
to, so it's just kind of like it almost seems like it's I mean, and as me talking, not my character, but it almost seems like it is a Bolmir cage for that ring. So it's almost like this whole place was designed to secure that ring.
Gotcha. Is it the same ring that Hydronius Heckler had? Because I know we're looking for him.
No, this is a whole a ring that in myth.
That's a really good question, Raymond. I don't think the party really got a good look at Hydronius Heckler's ring.
And the only one
Gotcha.
who knows about the ring is.
I'm just trying to put the puzzle pieces together, guys. I'm probably wrong about everything. I'm just.
And the thing is, I don't even know
That's
about
a
the
good
ring.
question.
Not Randock. Reed never told me about his flashback. He just gets these flashbacks and stays silent. So I don't know. I don't even know what ring. I just know he asked for a ring, but I don't have no idea what the ring is. He's just asking for a ring. Wait,
so
can I
as you
ask
guys,
him? Can I ask him why is he looking for a ring?
I explained to him that as of right now, that I sort of had a mini flashback, and that all I say is that that's what I most vividly remember from it, and that
Why is the ring important?
I say that it's on a need to know basis.
well, dude, this is my. I point out this is like my religion. That I'm currently.
for the
Well, then you
sake
should
of-
know. You tell him.
Dude, this is like.
You're not awake yet, Raymond. You're not awake yet.
But no, I may. Raymond. There's like.
Raymond's
like
not
Christian-
awake. You don't have to respond.
I know,
No,
but it's
you
like
can
being
respond.
it's like being a Christian. You can know so much before there's like so much details that. Like my village wasn't a heavily religious village. We just worshipped Bulmer, so we just did the normal stuff. We didn't know like.
Why'd you go with Christian?
Celebrated Bolmere
Oh no,
Christmas
I was about to go into like a an example. Like there's Christians
the
who
Bolmere
know
Church
everything about
and
Christianity.
Bolmere Catechism. All the kids went to Bolmere Catechism.
Sunday school.
Evangelical
So-
Bolmerism.
I'm
Do you have a
going to
moment to talk
explain,
about our Lord and Savior Bolmere?
So I'm going to-
Rodeo.
explain to Malcolm that the ring is of
And I
it is
asked for him
not something. It is. I'm going to. I say from what I assume that your God did not want that ring in anyone's hands, and it's not in there.
You guys walk outside, and as you do, read, through your telepathy, you are able to sense living creatures within a certain radius around you.
Yes.
And as the fire burned, the number of creatures you sensed went down and down and down increasingly. That number
Okay.
started to go up more and more and more. And as you look out and through the clearing, because now the forest looks very burnt and everything, you could sort of see where that demon was from your position on the cliff. And the body of the demon isn't burnt, but it's being eaten. And as you look, you can see it's being eaten along with other creatures of this forest by a pack of hyenas.
Okay.
It's the hyena cleanup crew.
Okay, so quick little fun fact: those are all probably female hyenas because they get the first pick. The male hyenas pretty much get the bones and whatever's like left.
You have listened to the DJs Dragons, and somehow we made it another episode without dying. This is getting real ridiculous.